I think we can start now. Anisha? Okay.
So, hi everyone. As we all know, why we are here today to solve, I think, all your doubts regarding masters at Concordia. Also, if we have to choose between Dalhousie and Concordia or any other generic questions about coming to Canada. So, we are going to have this session with Manan, and he is currently pursuing masters at Applied Computer Science at Concordia University, and I think he is in a very good position to guide us as he has secured his position for internship outside Concordia, also co-op option from the university. Also, we know each other from our bachelor days, and he was 1 year senior there as well. So he has also guided me for this masters and what to keep in mind while selecting the courses and many other things. So therefore, I know he'll be able to guide you all through this session. So with that, I'll hand it over to you, Manan. Let's start.
Yeah, sure. So anyone in this group who is not comfortable with Hindi, you can ping us because we'll continue in Hindi. It's pretty easy to discuss.
Yeah.
हाँ, तो फर्स्ट थिंग तो तुम लोग को ये लग रहा होगा कि कॉन्कोर्डिया और डेलहाउसी मेजर क्वेश्चन आई थिंक या तो आई टेल यू द डिफरेंस बेसिकली क्या डिफरेंस क्या है. इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट फीस ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है, ठीक है, बट इफ़ यू टॉक वाइज पी आर वाइज तो यूल गेट इजीली पी आर इन नोवा स्कोशिया. Okay, no worries. We'll talk in Hindi. Karthik, no worries. So, if you compare Concordia and Dalhousie, let's consider it like with PR option. So, if you are going for PR after your graduation, it will be easy in Nova Scotia, Dalhousie, compared to Montreal, Concordia. Okay, because the rules for the PR are very different for Quebec. It's pretty difficult to get a PR in Quebec, basically. So you need to move. But what you can do is after your graduation, you can anyways move out to some other province for your job. And basically, people move out to Vancouver or Toronto because these are the two main IT hubs in Canada, similar to what we have in Pune, Hyderabad, and Bangalore in India. Okay, so this is the one thing for PR. If you talk about the courses, the Concordia is more towards algorithms, DSA, system design, those things like core computer science. If you go into Dalhousie, you'll get somewhat courses of mobile development, web development, or some related to that courses. And there are not much options to select from if you want to learn AI, big data, machine learning, or some stuff, right? Deep learning. So there are not much options available in Dalhousie as per my understanding, which I have checked last year. Not sure if something has changed this year. While if you check for Concordia, there are so many options. You can select subjects, lot of subjects, available options are there. So you can select them. And basically what I have seen from my analysis, we'll come towards the data science question, Herman. So what I have seen is and the major difference is in Dalhousie, if you go, everyone does co-op. Okay, everyone gets into it's like a part of the curriculum. But in Concordia, it is optional. The co-op is optional. So if you want to get into co-op in Concordia, you need to get high CGPA. When after my first semester, I started in fall 21, and after that. When I applied for co-op after first sem, it was based on basically CGPA. They don't check anything for co-op. They just sort your applications by CGPA and they select the top some percentage. Around it's 5%. They top 5% people. So last time when I was there, the cutoff was 4 CGPA out of 4.3 CGPA. So yeah, it's very competitive here to get co-op. But yeah, in Dalhousie, co-op, everyone does co-op. Okay, and you can complete your degree in Dalhousie in 16 months. Like first 3 terms you need to study your courses, and after that only one term you go for co-op. And there, the one thing good thing is companies come for co-op in the college. Okay, similarly, companies come for here too, no worries. And but what I have seen is the students who are graduating from Dalhousie earn around approximately 70,000, in the range of $70,000 per year. Okay, but if you see compare in Concordia, you take at least 5 to 6 terms to complete your degree. And if you take a co-op, for sure it will be 6 terms. You'll not be able to complete it in less. Okay. Yeah. So Karthik will come to that question too. Okay. Yeah. Let's complete this and then we'll come to the FAQs. No worries. So if you consider that basically, so yeah, uh, here you can get in here the co-op companies which hire students are Morgan Stanley, SAP, and there are some few other companies, but these are the two main companies, Morgan Stanley and SAP. They always come to Concordia to get students in co-op, and it's very easy to get opportunity at a company in co-op because there are some tie-ups with the university. Okay, but here in Concordia, you study a lot of subjects, core subjects. You already know if you have got admission in Concordia. So in Masters of Applied Computer Science, basically, there are some core subjects which are programming and problem solving, algorithms, then distributed system design, and advanced program practices. So these subjects are very important in terms of if you are becoming an SDE, software development engineer, basically, and it will help you a lot to get good jobs. And what I saw Concordia students earn is around 90,000 to $1 lakh or more, depend on their ability. So yeah, if you want to, so basically the two main difference Dalhousie and Concordia is if you want to complete your degree in easy way, it's like Dalhousie is not that tough. Concordia is tough. You'll have a tough time here, but it will be worth it. Okay, so if you want to do your masters in an easy way, just get a PR, get settled in 70,000 around, or okay job, or you have your knowledge and you can get more, of course. So if you want to do that, go to Dalhousie. And if you want to struggle a little, earn more, sorry, and struggle a bit and get so much knowledge out of your master's degree, make it worth it, then I'll suggest you guys to come to Concordia. It has like if you check in Canada, there are only two universities basically for our average people. If you are very topper, then of course you'll be getting into Toronto, UBC, Waterloo, McGill, and those top high ranking universities. But if you are an average student, like mostly here are, or let's say above average people, so what happens is if you want to study nicely and learn a lot, come to Concordia and basically Ottawa, University of Ottawa, and Concordia University. These are the two universities which focus on algorithm data structures, which is, I think, very important from the industry perspective. If you go to any company's interview round, you'll directly get a lead code round, a coding round first. And here they make sure that you do competitive programming. The subjects are like that. You need to do it. Otherwise, you'll not be able to manage things here. Major courses. So first was this about Dalhousie and Concordia. And whoever has got admission into Master of Applied Computer Science, I'll suggest you guys to take programming and problem solving and DSD, distributed system design, in your first term, in the fall term. I'll tell the reasons for that. So reason is both the professors are amazing, like literally amazing. Like for PPS, the professor is Dr. Yaman Henna. Like he is one of the best faculties you'll find in Concordia, and no one misses him. Even if you don't like the subject, he'll make you interest in that. He's that good, and he comes mostly in fall. I still like next fall's professor names are not out yet, but yeah, they mostly come in fall. And for DSD, it is Isam Masur. He is also very amazing professor. Compared to other professors, these both are professors are compared like much better compared to other professors, which will be getting in winter and in basically yeah in winter, and because in summer you don't have much courses available here. So you'll get main courses in fall and winter. So yeah, it's very good that you're starting in fall. It's the like one of the best terms to start here. And also, if you have seen your core courses, there are 4 mandatory requirements. First is programming problem solving, and second is algorithm design techniques. And so programming problem solving is level 1. So in that you learn basically data structures, that is graph, trees, stack queues, and those stuff. And once you progress to algorithms, it has dynamic programming, greedy programming, approximation algorithms, online algorithms, branch and bounding, and those stuff. So PPS is level 1 and algorithm is level 2. So don't ever try to take algorithm first and then PPS. You'll have a tough time here. Mostly, and many times students need to repeat that course just because that level 1 is not clear and they're directly jumping to level 2. Many students make this mistake. So never make this mistake. And why I'm suggesting you take PPS in first term, because if you, let's say if you take your PPS in first term, then you can take algo in second term, which is winter. So by winter end, your main 2 courses, which are the like toughest courses in Concordia, you will complete that. And at the start, when we start our masters, we have so much enthusiasm to study and those stuff. Okay, so it will be easy to clear in the first 2 attempts. After that, your all the enthusiasm will be okayish. Okay, and also if you want to go, let's say currently I'm going for summer internship at Capital One in Toronto. So if you want to go for any summer internships, then you need to skip that summer term, and you are allowed to do that. You are allowed to skip the summer term. It's official and it will not impact your visa status. Yeah. Okay. So let's say if you complete in first term, you take DST and PPS. In second term, you can take algorithm and any other subjects along with. If you are, but I'll suggest to take a okay subject, not a core subject, along with your algorithm, because algorithm is like a tough subject. It's not that easy to get things and get marks and get like passed in that subject. Same goes with PPS. And in PPS, every Friday you will have lab exam for 3 hours. Not every Friday, depends on your lab time, because basically in lab timing it will be of 3 hours, and you'll be getting 3 questions in that, and you need to solve. It's basically like HackerRank or that platform. Concordia has their own platform known as Dom Judge. So if you do DST and PPS in first term and then do Algo in the winter term, your second term, then you can complete your APP in any terms. Like you can take an next fall, like fall 23 for you guys. Okay, so it will be easy for you to complete your degree. You can take a break. Otherwise, let's say you are skipping PPS in first term, you are taking DST and APP in your first term. Then in your second term, you'll be taking PPS. Okay, then Algo you'll be taking in the last term, which is last fall, your fall 23. And let's see if you want to complete your degree in 5 terms, which will be, so here what happens is your job applications are open before 6 months. So you cannot focus on that because algorithm will screw you in the last term. So don't keep it till last, complete it on time and do it after PPS, and do it simultaneously after PPS. So you have that concept in your mind and you can use that in your algo because it's connected somewhere. So if you let's say if you take PPS in winter term and then you cannot find PPS and algo in summer term, you don't get that options. So you need to take algo in fall term. So you have a 4 months of gap, summer term gap. It will be very tough to cope things. Okay, so these are the basically things about the subjects. And if I talk about let's say co-op and internship. So in summer you are allowed to do internship on your own, but yeah, you need to find on your own. You can work 40 hours per week, and along with that you can also take courses. If you want, you can take the courses, but you need to handle that. It's a little difficult to manage things, but yeah, you can, if you try, you can do that. But if you get let's say internship outside Montreal, then yeah, you need to only do internship, cannot do course because the courses are not online, so you'll not be able to do that. And for co-op, there are 2 chances a student gets in Concordia to apply for co-op: after first term and after second term. Only 2 chances, and it's solely based on CGPA. and you need to have a very high CGPA. You need to be in top 5% in Concordia to get into co-op. As of now, these are the current scenarios and criterias. Like the cutoff was 4 out of 4.3 when I applied after my fall term, and now again students are going to apply in the after this term. And in co-op you get 4 credits as of now. In some till summer it was 9 credits, but the rules are going to change from fall, and for a co-op you'll be getting only 4 credits, so it is equal to one subject. So yeah, in one term you can take minimum 2 and maximum 3 subjects, not more. Minimum 2, maximum 3. But if you're doing part-time jobs and other stuff, right, it's very difficult to manage 3 courses. I'll suggest you to take 2 and go take it slowly, not to complete in hurry and like without gaining any knowledge from that subject. So take 2. If you and try to focus on 2 subjects, gain knowledge from that instead of taking 3 and having a shallow knowledge of each of 3. Okay. So and let's say if you're planning to complete your degree in 5 terms, then what you need to do is in first term, that is fall term, you can take 2 subjects, let's say DSD and PPS. In winter term you can take algorithms and one another subjects. And then in summer exceptionally, what is this here summer term is, it is summer 1 and summer 2. So the whole term is of 13 weeks here. So in 13 weeks, the first 6.5 weeks will be summer 1 and the last 6.5 weeks will be summer 2. So you can take some courses in summer 1, some courses in summer 2. So you can complete 3 courses in summer. It's possible because at the same point of time you'll have only 2 subjects in your hand. So it's doable. And someone asked about, Harsh asked about good courses. So if you talk about good courses, I'll suggest don't go on courses, go on how the professor is. Even if the courses are good, but the professor is not that great, you'll have a difficult time here. Because it all depends on professor. He decides how much to give marks for what type or what will the distribution of marks. Let's say midterm, final term, projects, assignments, all those stuff. So he is the king. He decides everything. University has no right to oppose him. Only the professor has the right to and decide things what will be happen to his course and how he'll be taking that forward. So the course curriculum of that particular subject is also decided by the professor. No one has right to interrupt that here. Okay, so we have one question. So co-op does everyone from Max? Yeah, so yeah, there is less chance of co-op, but what we can do is you can do your summer internship. You can find it on your own and get some industry experience beforehand, before graduating. So it will help you a lot to get a good job. And yeah, students here usually within graduating after graduating within 4 months, they get a package of 90,000, 80,000. Some go to 1 lakh. And if you're lucky enough to get into Amazon, you're talented enough, they'll give you around 120k to 150k. Amazon gives that. It depends on your experience and technical knowledge. So you need to complete 11 core courses and 1 graduate seminar to get a degree. 11 core courses means the courses of 4 credits, while the graduate seminar is of only single credit. And what is in the graduate seminar? The seminar you will be given there will be some videos, and the thesis student who are pursuing masters in thesis here in computer science, they will be explaining you their own thesis, what they have done, what research they have done, and you need to just understand that and write a report on that. That is basically graduate seminar here. It's a 1 credit, it's not that heavy. If you spend 2 hours a week, it will be done easily. So and then let's go up to I'll give you a website for checking the rating of the professor, which is very, very important. Don't take courses without checking the rating or without checking how the professor is. So let me give you that. So I have posted that in the chat. You can take a look at the website. It is called ratemyprofessors.com. So if you go and check the professor's name, you will be able to find the details about that, the details of like how people reliably reviews by the students who have completed that. uh, yeah, for the finding the professors, it will be visible on your student center where you are able to enroll the courses. It will be visible that currently it might be mentioned that it's a staff, right? So you'll be able to see the professor's name at that point, at that section. So yeah, once it is out, you can check the rating of professors. So there are 2 3 professors which I suggest you, which you should go with. Basically PPS with Dr. Eman Henna. If you want, I can also write in chat. Let me do that. DST Isam, and these two are must, like some of the best professors in Concordia, these two people. And then if available, uh, you can take Algo with Dennis. He's a like good for algorithms, but he rarely takes subjects, so not sure. Like from last time he has taken in winter 21, yeah. After that he has not taken that subject as of now, but yeah, he is very good in that. And there is a subject, if you talk about the good subjects of software engineering, I'll suggest you to take big data course of software engineering, which is available only in winter. The subject is very good. The professor ratings are around 4.7 out of 5, similar to what Dr. Eman Henna has. He also has around 4.5. 4.5 to 4.7 out of 5, and which is very good. If you find any professor which is more than 4 or 4.2, the professor is great, take it. That's it. Because you will even find the professors with rating of 2, 2.1, 1.9, 1.8, and they'll screw you. Okay, because it's not that they are very strict. It's just that they give you a lot of burden. And let me talk about one professor which I have heard from one of my senior. So that professor, what he does is he gives lot of workload, and like the distribution of the marks is not that evenly distributed, and he checks according to his will. So yeah, if you write your own approach, like of course if you go for coding or algorithms, you might have your own approach and own ideas. But what that guy does is he only wants his approach. If you write any other approach, he's not satisfied with that. So big data professor name, I'm not sure. Let me search. I think it is. It starts with B. I'm not sure professor name of big data. Uh, let me check. Just a second. The site is not able. I'm not able to open site of Concordia. It is, I think, under maintenance. So no worries. We'll check and let you know. We'll let Danisha know so that she can post in the group. Yeah, so you can change your registered courses, as Jaiti asked. You can change your registered courses till there's a deadline. If you start your master, your first term, right? You have 1 week or 2 weeks about a deadline. So within first 2 weeks of your term, you can change your professor, you can change your courses. So if you go to a class, you check the professor, you found that, oh, I'm not able to understand and this professor is not suitable for me. You can change your course till first 2 weeks of your starting of your term. So let's say I start on 1st of September to around 15th of September. Yeah, you'll be able to change your courses and finalize that. And if we talk about French language proficiency, as someone asked in the group, so yeah, we don't need French for part-time. You'll easily get part-time jobs here. There are so many jobs, so many Indian students who don't know French who are living here. So that's completely fine. And this is not, yeah, but yeah, if you learn French, if you know French, it will help you give more pay. You'll get more pay for sure. Okay, let's say, and what I was working in part-time till uh, till now was I was working in a call center. So basically, we have Airtel in India, right? Similarly, we have Fido here. If you have heard that mobile company, a mobile provider. So I was working for that, for those people with a basic pay, and the basic pay here is $13.5 per hour, and I was working there, and I think yeah, it is pretty suitable, and the amount you get is okayish to for your monthly expenses. It's fine. Your monthly expenses here are around $800, around $800, yeah, around that. And the earnings which will you get from basic pay is $1,000 or $1,200. And some of the students who are experienced in India and also they have good amount of knowledge, they get a teaching job in some colleges or online tutoring and those stuff, and they get a good pay. They get pay around $20-25 per hour. So you can make anywhere roughly between $1,200 to $2,000 a month, depend on what job you are doing, and $800 per month are enough to survive here. Okay, and if you talk about the rent here monthly would be around $350 a month in the sharing. If you go for private, it will be $100 more, 150 more. Yeah, so it will be around $450 or $500 a month if you go for private. If you go for sharing rooms, it will be around $350 a month. And Abhijit is asking like about Dalhousie and Concordia. I'll personally will suggest Concordia to you if you are ready to struggle a bit, but you are okay to struggle for 2 years and start with a good pay, basically, because here you will learn core computer science, not just about web development, mobile development, not just those subjects. You learn algorithms here. This is very important to get into big companies. And here everyone does computer programming. So if you are coming here, I'll suggest you to start lead code. It will help you a lot. And yeah, Jaiti is asking APP and PPS in first term. Yeah, you can take APP and PPS in first term, but what issue I'll suggest you here is in APP the professor is same in all the terms. His name is Rene White, and we have Rene Vite, and we have another professor whose name is, I forgot his name, but I'll suggest you, if you're taking APP, go with Rene. Like, it will be easy for you. But I'll not suggest you to take APP. I'll suggest you to take DST with PPS. The sole reason for that is the professor in fall for DST and PPS are amazing. The best professors you'll get in Concordia. And if PPS is full, I'll suggest you to please keep checking the student center on daily basis, because there are some people who take the courses, drop the courses on daily. Okay, so if you get a chance, enroll in it. And if you are in waitlist, that's fine, go with waitlist. With around, when I came here, I was in waitlist number 10 for PPS, and I got into it in the first week around. Yeah, I get into that course, so you'll be able to get that. And okay, and now let's check. So yeah, for French we have discussed. Let's talk about, if you have any questions you can post in chat so that I'll answer along with. So yeah, someone is asking deadline to complete core courses. Yeah, there was a deadline to complete core courses in first 4 terms, but now they have removed it. So it's fine, you can complete your core courses, and here you need to complete your degree. Normally people complete it in around 5 to 6 terms, but if you want, you can take it to 9 terms also. That's fine for you. Like by the university, if you want to take it slow. But no one does that. Most people try to complete in 6 terms, maximum 6 terms. And good mathematical background. It's okay if you don't have that much mathematical background, but I think if you are going for the computer science course, you should be a little bit proficient in coding. And yeah, Java is a must here. Every subject requires Java. So if you don't know Java, learn that. I made that mistake. I didn't know Java. I was in JavaScript and Python, so I had to learn here and struggle a bit in starting a month of my degree. So yeah, I'll suggest you to learn Java a good amount, at least basic Java in which you can write your codes. Java is a must if you're doing at Concordia. Masters at Concordia. And data science and ML, yeah, we have the subjects for machine learning, deep learning. We also have for applied AI, we have big data. We have natural language analysis. and those subjects we have here in Concordia, so you can take it. Yeah, but you need to plan it ahead. Like if you see as of now, the portal for like the course selection for is also open for winter, so you can compare all the subjects for uh, this fall, winter, and take accordingly. Or you can also you'll get an idea which subjects are available in fall, which are available in winter. Based on the courses available, you are able to see in the student center. So yeah, it will help you to plan your courses and plan wisely your courses, because it's only 6 terms. It looks like 6 terms is a good amount of time, but you'll not be able to do all the subjects which you are willing to, because the starting two semester will be almost in your core subjects. So yeah, and talk about cyber security, information security. Yeah, that degree is also good, but I'm not into it, so I don't have much deeper idea in the cyber security thing. That there's a special degree for that, masters in information systems or something. I'm not sure of that. And if you talk about co-op, if you want to secure a co-op, which Shubhankar is asking, just focus and get a good CGPA in your first term and get your co-op. That's it. It's based on CGPA, solely CGPA, nothing else. Uh, so yeah, and Navjot is asking diversity at Concordia. What I'll say is, what I have seen in Concordia is, in computer science basically, the students around 50% are Indians. Okay, 50% are Indians, and around 20 to 30 20% are around Chinese. 20% are Chinese, and the rest 30% are all of the other people, other countries. But yeah, Indians are everywhere. You know, always know. And the strength of software engineering courses. Yeah, software engineering will basically teach you the stuff apart from the core algorithms and coding. They will help you to learn, let's say, version control, or DevOps, or let's say how to manage your project, some basically about IT management or something. Okay, so yeah, you can, and even it's not that the software engineering graduates don't get into Amazon. They also get into Amazon, because they also they do some lead code, and they keep struggling, hustling on their side, and learn things which are required to get a job. So it's not a bad degree. I'll not suggest that it's a bad degree. It's a good degree, no doubt in that. But yeah, Masters of Computer Science is the best degree in Concordia, and it has good amount of reputation in the market. It'll it'll show you a good person, like better. Yeah, you are. It'll because if you do masters, the recruiter knows that you have run algorithms and data structures, which is of course good. And in 6 terms includes summer. Yeah, 6 term includes summer, Karthik. So first term, let's say fall, then winter, then summer, and again fall, summer, fall, winter, and summer. So yeah, 6 terms. So good professor name for ML. For ML, we have, for ML, intelligence systems, deep learning, those subjects, we have one professor which is called Rene Vite here. Rene Vite, yeah, his name is Rene Vite. He also teaches APP, and he's good. He's good. You can take that professor. And if you want to check professors, go to ratemyprofessors.com, which I said the link, and check the rating. It is must. And teaching jobs, yeah, certification required, depends on how good. Yeah, Shubhankar, it depends on how good you are and how much knowledge you have, because they take the interviews. And after first term, if when you come in second term, try applying for TA positions. In TA positions, you get $28 an hour, which is amazing. Double pay than the basic salary. Apply for TA, but I think you will not be able to get TA in your first term, because you don't know Concordia, you don't know how things work here. So you learn in the things in the first term, and then you apply for this TA positions in the second term. And there are many other on-campus jobs you can apply, but yeah, you'll get more insights of that after you come here. There are many portals you can check. There is a thing called AITS, which are like technical people. If any professor faces some issues while settling the projector, or he faces some issues while uploading some content on Moodle, or uploading some content on Student Center or something, he calls those people, and people help. Like physical technical support team here. You can get into that. They also pay a good amount. Not sure what the exact amount is. And need to move out for attending interviews of other provinces. No, you don't need to move out out of Montreal because yeah, you of course know in this COVID situation everything is virtual. And I personally gave my interview for Capital One, which is in Toronto, online, and like it was, we can do it on Zoom or the stuff. Yeah, so it happens online. Studying. Yeah, you can get your internship in the IT field. Of course, you can get, but yeah, there are many other startups. You can go for startups if you are not experienced enough to go into big companies. Yeah, there are of course startups here. You can go approach them. You can tell that basically what people see while looking for internship is right the enthusiasm in you. Like you are willing, you are self motivated, you are willing to do things. That's it. If you have that, you'll get an internship. Don't worry about that. And don't think of pay when you're going to internship. Yeah, go because you're going to learn stuff, right? Not going to earn basically. For the core subjects, I'll suggest you to learn only Java, uh, because like if you go for PPAs, it will be only in Java. If you go for algorithms, they have options. They have Python and Java and C++. They have the three options for algorithms, but it depends on professor basically, what he decides or she decides. And yeah, companies do hire for Umang. Yes, companies do hire for web developers for internship. Yes, of course, they do hire. There are opportunities for everything here. Everything has opportunities in IT. So yeah, even if you do testing, na, it's fine. You'll earn a good amount. Don't worry about that. So any other questions? You can put up in the chat. Even if you have personal questions, you can put, like, if you have some personal doubts, that's fine. Go ahead. And yeah, who are coming and taking the PPS subjects, I'll suggest you to do around 50 to 100 questions of lead code. Do that questions. It will be very easy for you to complete your PPS. It will be very easy if you are okay with lead code. And I'm not suggest you to go with medium or hard questions on lead code. Just do easy questions on lead code. Fine. You're perfectly fine. It's enough for clearing the PPS subject. And if you're okay with medium, then it will help you to go with algorithms. So Sanjay is asking, okay, you're not able to grab the courses which you are willing to. Not able to grab the timings. Okay, timings. I'm not sure of that. You need to keep checking the portal, and there are no other options in that. But sometimes what professor does is, if you ask them that I have selected the lab in the afternoon, but I am not okay with that, I have part-time job or something, I want to do it in the evenings, and because there's another lab, he'll allow. He'll not be bothering you. PPS is full. Keep checking, and try. If you get a seat, or if in waiting list, enroll. Yeah, if there are any chances, arrange new classes for already full courses. Yeah, you can do that. What you can do is, you guys can collaborate and send a mail to Samantha Singh, which is the program coordinator graduate for computer science, and you can request her that we are willing to take this course, but it is full and there are so many of us. If you can arrange a separate class for that, it will be great. You can request. You can try. Yeah, so if you start in fall 22, we can search for full-time job. It is before 6 months you graduate. Before 6 months you graduate, you can start your full-time job hunting. And even if you are planning for internship in summer, right? I'll suggest you, the portal opens in November. So you'll be coming here in September. Start applying for summer internships in November. I was a bit late. I started in December around. So it will be helpful to you. And one thing, like for financial management, when you come here, try to save your GIC, $10,000. It will help you pay up your fees at the end, and you can earn your monthly expenses easily here. It's not that tough. With just 20 hours per week, you'll be able to earn your basic needs. Any other questions in chat? Or if you can unmute and talk. That's fine. Ashish Kumar says got rejected for Concordia Max program. Profile is also applied for emerging sponsorship program. Strength of for winter wait for SC program. Okay. I'm not sure on that, Ashish. You can mail Samantha Singh and ask her the capacity of the program. I'm not sure how many seats are there. it's not clear, but yeah, many one of my friend who applied with 8.4 CGPA to around 1.5 years of work experience, IELTS 7.5 bands, she got rejected. So it's not that. I don't know how they check the applications. It's, you cannot judge how they are, give the admissions. It's very vague. Some good websites to apply for internship and full-time jobs, I'll suggest you. Indeed is very popular here. Indeed and LinkedIn. Indeed and LinkedIn. These two, yeah, these two are good websites. You can connect with people. And yeah, RJ is asking Dell versus Concordia. Yeah, we have talked about Dell versus Concordia. But what we can do is, I think Denisha is recording the meeting, so you can get the recording and check it out later.
No, actually, recording option is not there.
Okay, no worries then. We'll discuss on that. So Dell versus Concordia. Yeah, I'll suggest. See, there are two things. If you are willing to struggle, learn algorithms, if you're okay with that, come to Concordia and you'll get good pay, good market value. If you go to Dalhousie, it will be easy to complete the course, get a okayish job, not much struggle, and you get a PR. PR, of course, you can move out of any province after your masters and get it PR. So don't worry about the PR thing. Of course, you'll move out because the main two IT hubs here are Toronto and Vancouver. So you'll need to move out somewhere there. And yeah, you'll be able to complete your course in Dell in 16 months, and here it will take full 2 years. So it depends how you are willing to take things. You want easy peasy thing, like you'll be able to complete easily, get okayish job around, no, not okayish, we can tell it's a good job, no doubt. People earn 70,000 around. And yeah, so I will suggest to go to Dalhousie. But if you want to struggle a bit, learn a lot, good job, and learn core computer science basically, not just applications of computer science. Concordia teaches you core computer science, while Dalhousie teaches you applications of computer science. Then depends on you. Decide based according to that. So how do we pay the first year fees? Like in portal, it is only for 2 subjects. You can mail ISO, they'll give you estimate. You can mail ISO, ask for estimate. You can ask them what is the estimate of first year fees. Like if you're applying for SDS category visa, they'll ask you for first year fees, right? So you can mail them and they'll give you a letter, fee estimation letter it is called, for ISO. ISO is International Student Organization or something like that. I'm not sure the full name, but yeah, they'll give you estimate for that and you can pay accordingly. And I'm applying for the winter term, they asked me to upload unofficial previous marks to piece. So for that question of unofficial transcript and mark sheets, Lakshay, I'll suggest you to mail the student coordinator or graduate coordinator. They'll help you. Yeah, if you want to get PR in Quebec, French is very helpful to get a PR in Quebec. But most of the students, around 80% of students who graduate from Concordia, they move out of Quebec. They don't stay in Montreal because the job opportunities are more in Toronto and Vancouver for the IT industry, where we can look for November. You can go to individual websites of the companies for internships, or you can check on LinkedIn or Indeed. These are the three things I'll suggest you for summer internships. And if you talk about if you want to know how much pay we get in summer internships and co-op, I can give you a rough estimate of that. So in summer internships, I have seen people getting around $25 per hour to around $55 per hour. It's a broad range, 25 to 55 in summer internships. If you go for co-op, then it's around $30 to $40. If you get a co-op from college, because what happens is, one thing I'll separate, distinguish what is internship and co-op, the main difference which most people have doubts with. So if you see for let's say internship is what you find on your own. you can do internship only in summer term. You do not require any work permit for that. But if you want to do co-op, you will require co-op work permit for doing co-op, and co-op can be done in any terms, fall, winter, and any summer, anything. Okay, and for getting that co-op work permit, whenever you get into co-op, they'll give you a support letter. The university will give you a support letter. You can take the support letter and you can apply for co-op work permit. They'll also guide you how to do that, and based on you get a co-op work permit so that you can work 40 hours like full time basically for that particular time duration which the university suggests. Yeah, you can do that. And for co-op, so what the thing is, if you're going for internships, mostly the companies, they see if you have some kind of experience or something. They don't take any like a person with no technical background or nothing like that. Okay, they want some previous knowledge so that you are ready to work with them, because the internship is a 4 months, right? So they just don't want to pay you to train you. So they look for people who can learn in 2 to 3 weeks or max 4 weeks, and they can start working and give some efforts in the last 3 months at least. But if you go for co-ops, what happens is, whenever, like, let's say I'm a company, if I am giving you a co-op, government of Canada will give me some tax benefits or something in terms of money remuneration basically, so which will help, because I am helping the Canadian youth. I'm training them basically in the industry so that they can job and they can secure their future. So for co-op, companies get some benefits from the government. Okay, these are not clear what benefits exactly they get, but yeah, they get some benefits. So getting co-op is very easy compared to getting internship. Okay, so for co-op, when companies come to Concordia, they take only one round of interview, around 30 to 45 minutes, and you are in. That's it, done. But when I was giving the interviews for summer internship, I gave for SAP. It was 1 hour. They were taking 1 hour round, and there were 3 rounds. Similarly, there are 2 to 3 rounds in summer internship. And the capital one, which I got into for summer internship, they take 3 rounds. The first round was coding round, like similar to hacker rank lead code. Okay, and the second was a behavioral interview for 1 hour, and then the third was technical interview for 1 hour. So yeah, there are 2 to 3 rounds for getting into summer internships. And when I applied for Amazon, I cleared the first round there. The coding round was there for Amazon. I cleared that, but after that there was a personality test and work style assessment. I failed in that, so I got rejected in that round. And after that, there was only one round for interview, a technical interview of 45 minutes. So yeah, there are 2 to 3 rounds in summer internship while you go for co-op, and college helps a lot in co-op. Yeah, okay. And what they do is, like, I got my co-op for winter term, right? So from this term they have started training me. So what they taught is how to build resume, how to build cover letter, how to give interview. They're also going to teach me basic French in the next term, like just basic French to talk in interview, just basic stuff. Okay, so yeah, you get into co-op, they'll prepare you a lot for the job market. So I'll suggest you to work hard in your first term and get a co-op. And you are talking about if I got a summer internship or co-op. Uh, I have secured summer internship on my own in summer term, and my co-op term is winter term. So I'll be working for 4 months in summer term, from May to August. I'll be coming back to the Concordia and studying for fall term with you guys. And after that, I'll be again going for winter term for co-op. That will be my co-op basically. So I'll be graduating in 6 terms. It might take 7th term, I'm not sure on that, but yeah, I'll be able to complete my degree in 6 terms with a internship and a co-op both. So yeah, you can do that too. Like, so I have like, you can even leave your part-time jobs basically, because you'll get a good pay working 40 hours from your summer internship and co-op. So that, yeah, you can do that. And best timings for the course, evening or morning. So it depends on you, but if it's winter, let's say, I'll suggest to take in the afternoon or evening, because then there are evening courses which I personally think are like, there is so much cold here, so in the evening it's little difficult. But yeah, you can select your courses, the timings of the courses according to your convenience. There's nothing. benefit or loss in that. And continuous classes or lecture lab per day. You can do continuous also, because you attend the lecture, you have things clear in mind, and then you go for the lab, so it'll be good, no doubt in that. Which area in Montreal we should look to stay? I'll suggest you to stay, if you're looking in Montreal, stay in downtown, near the Concordia library. If you can see, I'm currently sitting in library. You can see the books backside in my background. So yeah, the library is amazing. The Concordia library is very, very good. So I'll suggest you to stay nearby the downtown area, nearby the university, so you can go to the library and study. Because if you're staying here, everyone stays here in sharing, right? Most probably, because we have budget constraints as a student. So you don't get a quiet environment or good environment at home to study. So, and the environment here in library is very good. I have seen people staying here for 12 hours studying constantly without any disturbance and stuff. So yeah, I suggest you that. Summer break usually in Canada, why we can pursue internship, which is why. Yeah, in summer break, yeah, summer term is usually break, and not all people study 3 terms back to back, because here people think that they get exhausted with 2 terms, fall and winter, and then they need some rest for summer. So they are energized and they can start again in fall. So yeah, it's not mandatory. Summer term is not mandatory, and that's why they have summer internship. Like who are sitting home, they want to go for internship, gain some professional experience. It's for that. Yeah. So yeah, if summer internship and co-op, then to complete it in 6th semester. Yeah, I'll say give you my planning, what I have planned. And so in first term, I have taken 2 subjects. I completed PPS and APP. There was a mistake I did. If I would have done DST, it would be great, but I have done that mistake. So I'm guiding you guys to take DST and PPS in first term. Don't miss that. If you are getting that, take it. I have completed my PPS and APP in the first term. This is the second term. I'm completing algorithms, and I'm completing advanced database techniques in the second term. In the summer term, along with my summer internship, I'll be taking 1 credit of graduate seminar. So as I told you, 11 subjects of 4 credits and 1 graduate seminar of 1 credit are required to get a degree here. So I have completed 2 in the first fall term, 2 in the currently I'm pursuing in winter term, and then summer I'll be doing 1. So let's say 12 plus 11 plus 1, 12 subjects are required to get your degree. So I'll be completing 5 by my summer end, and then in fall I have taken 3 subjects. And yeah, if you are taking DST in fall, we'll meet you. I'll be in the same class. I have also taken DST in fall. So yeah, I'll be planning 3 subjects in my winter term. Sorry, in the fall term, in the coming fall term. So I have completed 2 plus 2 plus 1, 5 plus 3, 8. So by this year end, I'll be completing 8 subjects. So in the 5th term, which is my co-op term, I'll be getting 4 credits for co-op. So which is plus 8 plus 1, 9. And I am planning to take a subject with my co-op. So because mostly co-op we get in Montreal, we have SAP and Morgan Stanley which comes here, and they take guys easily, and they have the good offices in Montreal. So yeah, mostly there are chances to get into Montreal, companies in Montreal. So I'll be taking 1 subject along with my co-op in winter term. So it's 9 subjects are cleared, and then in the last term I'll be taking 2 or 3 remaining subjects in the summer term, and I'll be completing degree in the 6 terms. So okay, for resume shortlisting, I'm not sure. Like for SAP and Morgan Stanley, they come to colleges, they come to Concordia for giving you co-op, and for resume, they'll train you beforehand. If you get into co-op, they'll train you they'll train you how to write your resume. They'll guide you, and they'll how to write a resume, cover letter, how to give interviews, everything. And after you create a resume, you can go and talk to the professionals 1-to-1, and you can ask them, what are the mistakes in my resume, can you please help. They'll help you to make that better and stuff. Yeah, so any other questions? How difficult it is to qualify for co-op? It is a bit difficult. You understand that you'll be in top 5 to 10% if you're getting a co-op. of the class, because the cutoff is 4 out of 4.3. Cutoff was 4 out of 4.3 last term for computer science. I'm not sure about other branches, but yeah. Any other thing you like me to discuss, or contact details? You can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can ping me on LinkedIn. I'll help you if you need any help. Let me share my LinkedIn profile. Yeah, so I have shared LinkedIn profile on the chat, so you can go there and check. Yeah, alumni network at Concordia. Yeah, so we have good amount of good network of alumni network in Concordia. Mostly for co-op, what people do is the graduates who are from Concordia, they bring their companies to Concordia and they ask for like basically co-ops. Yeah, you can also contact them and you just say them, right, that I am into Concordia, are you also from Concordia, and I'm looking for jobs. They'll help you. Yeah, they try to help their people. And yeah, there are some career fairs. There's a website for career fair at Concordia. So whenever you come here, you log into that career fair website and try looking for part-time IT jobs too. There are chances you'll get part-time IT jobs. And even for summer internship, we have that portal. So you can check, you can keep checking that. And they'll also post on-campus jobs. So you can look for on-campus jobs too. On-campus jobs are not that stressful and they'll pay you a good amount. And on campus you can work even 40 hours. It is not counted in your 20 hours per week, the on-campus job. So if you just want to earn, like you can do on-campus job for 40 hour full time, and then you can also do some part-time jobs along with. Yeah, we can get on-campus jobs, of course you can get it, but not in the first term. Mostly people get on-campus job in the second term, like after first term basically. And what level of coding should we have if entering the course? Like basic knowledge. Okay, so if you're talking about the coding experience, I'll suggest you to be familiar with at least you'll be able to do the easy questions on HackerRank. And if you're able to do some easy questions on lead code, it's great. You are good enough to clear the degree. And yeah, PCT exam. Yeah, PCT exam. There was an exam called PCT, Programming Competency Test, before the PPS subject was introduced. So now, from I think last 1.5 year, we have PPS subject. So PC there's no exam, PCT exam. It is removed. It is replaced by PPS subject basically. Can you work for US companies on co-op summer internship offer from them? Yeah, you can. Yeah, there are co-op offers which people get internationally, and Concordia helps them to do that. You can do that if US company is ready to offer you all the visa procedures and they are ready to help you in all the conditions. You can go for co-op international too, out of the country too. Any other questions? If you have any other questions, you can ping or ping in the chat. Okay, great. Great. And yeah, I'll suggest you whenever you are coming to Concordia, try coming in groups. Make a group for like accommodations. So you travel together, stay together. It will be very helpful, and try to be with people of your same branch, same degree. It will be very helpful to you, like for discussing projects, assignment, and stuff. You can do that. Yeah. Or teaching assistant job. Yeah, TA jobs you can get after the first term. Not in the mostly students don't get in the first term. From after first term you can go for TA jobs, and they pay you around $28 an hour per hour. But yeah, it depends like how much hours you are getting for the TA jobs, because there are positions for TA and also markers. Markers are basically people who check your papers and quiz and coding tests and those stuff. And there are lab assistant also, who just take care of the labs. And there are invigilator also. Like, during the exams, there are invigilators who take care there is no misconduct in the exam. So there are so many part-time jobs available. You can look for that for sure. For teaching assistant, there is a portal. If you let me check, let me share the link with you guys. You can go to ENCS portal. It's called ENCS portal for TA jobs. You can go there for TA jobs, and yeah, there is some test required to give if you want to qualify for TA jobs. It is called COOPTA, COOPTA, or something like this. COOPTA. It is a basically English test. They'll take a video interview. I think they'll check your English. That's it. That you are eligible enough. You have your skills are communication skills are eligible enough to teach students. Is it TUTE lecture lab for PPS subjects and sections? What is TUTE? It is showing closed currently. Okay. So TUTE is basically so in lecture the professor teaches, in lab you have exam for PPS. So in TUTE what they'll do is the professor will give they'll make a set of questions, like let's say if in this week's lecture I have been taught graphs. Okay, so there will be around 2-3 questions of graphs which will be discussed by the TA, the teaching assistant, in the TUTE. So they'll ask you, so basically if you know these questions, and they'll ask anyone to come up with solution. They'll basically discuss those 2 or 3 questions which you learned in the class, and they can also give you a task to solve it there. That is basically TUTE. Any other questions or anything? Let me think. What important thing should I inform you beforehand? No, most of the courses have both project as well as exam. So it depends on the professor basically. But what we can have is like in algorithm we have midterm, final term. Those are there. We also have project. We also have quiz every Friday. So it depends on professor. He can do anything. And sometimes what happens, if you are getting so much trouble, even if you complain, nothing will happen, because your professor is the king or queen, let's say. Yeah. And if you want to study APP, there is a professor called Joey Packet who has already posted his video on YouTube. So you can study beforehand if you want. Let me give you the link for that. You can check in the chat. I have posted a link to the APP course by Joey Packet. So he has his YouTube videos. There are around 17 videos. You can check that out if you want to take that. So if lecture and labs are available, go for it. TUTE is fine. You can talk with the graduate coordinator to take that. They're not able to take the TUTE. They'll enroll, because there's no limit in the TUTE. You can just sit in the class and they'll just teach you. So if lecture lab is available, go for it. Enroll as soon as possible. And if you're guys looking for PPS material, I can even share that with you. Just a second. So if you're taking PPS, I've shared a link to my Google Drive. I have uploaded all the content of my PPS, like starting from the slides, lectures, tutorials, assignment, what my lab submission was, everything. You can find in this link, which is shared on the chat. Review for industrial engineering. Yeah, one of my friend is there in industrial engineering. So even if you learn industrial engineering or mechanical engineering, those branches, you learn at the end you need to learn Python, and you need to learn data analytics, and you go into that. So Python, data analytics, to study that before coming here. If you want to go into industrial engineering, there are not much core jobs in industrial engineering here. So you need to know data analytics along with to get into it. Somewhat data analytics. So learn Python. So I've shared the link for YouTube of Joey Packet, who teaches APP, and I've also shared the link for the course content of PPS of my Google Drive link. And let me check any other thing is missed. Yeah, for if you are going for part-time jobs, referrals will help you a lot. If you have anyone working here, your friend or someone who is already working as a part-time jobs, and you just go through referral, it will be easy to get into. Or you can also apply if you can go to the stores like McD or some stores, Walmart, Costco, and you can ask them at the counter that you're looking for a job. You can go to other restaurants too. You can ask them at the counter that you're looking for a job. So any other questions? I think let me check if I'm missing something. I think yeah, mostly I have discussed everything. Yeah, French is if you go for some places where, like let's say cashier jobs, if you go for to Walmart or Costco or Pharma Prix to cashier jobs, so, though yeah, there are some people, like there are many people who speak French here. So yeah, you need to know French in that cashier job. But if you go for cooking or stacking stuff, you take the stuff, stack it to one place, or like yeah, in that jobs will not require French. So customer facing jobs require French. But yeah, like uh, let me explain you. Let me share my personal journey. So when I started here, I started with a company like called Aramark. I started my part-time job with them, and what my task was. So if you see in flights, you get food and stuff, right? And there's a cart for that. The cart comes, it has all the food and the sandwiches and everything. So you need to make that carts basically in that job. So I did that job for starting around 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then I was not happy with that, so I basically left that job and started looking for call center jobs. And I got call center job. And so basically there are two companies here for call center jobs. And to get into call center jobs, referrals are very important. They'll help you get those jobs. And there are yeah, mostly two call centers here in Montreal who hire people with only English. And in that you'll not get much good pay, but enough to survive, and you'll get a work from home option. So they'll send you the monitor and all the system in your home. You sit at your home and just do that job for 20 hours a week, and that's it. So it will help you to save your time while traveling, because if you travel anywhere for such companies or something, one way it will take around 30 to 45 minutes to go to that job. So it will, yeah, your time will be saved. You can sit at home, and traveling in winters is very difficult here. There is snow everywhere. You need to walk in snow and go to the job. It's a little difficult. Yeah, it was easy for me as I was working from home for a call center. A list of apps which might help in Montreal. Okay. List of apps. So what kind of name of what kind of Ramana, what kind of apps you're looking for? For what purpose? Shubhankar, name of the company. I worked for IO Solutions. I worked for IO Solutions. It is a call center, basically. Okay, for accommodation. You can find, yeah, KGG is there. KGG is there first. Then Facebook Marketplace is there. And let me check any other apps which I have on my phone. Yeah, I think, yeah, these are the two options for Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, two options for Facebook Marketplace. And I think, yeah, and what I personally did for finding residents is, whenever we came here, we first took Airbnb here for around a week. We stayed there for our basic stuff, because in the when you come here, in starting 2 to 3 days, you'll just be doing your SIN. You'll get your SIN. You'll activate your bank account, GIC account. Then after that, activating your GIC account, what you'll do is, you'll go for your vaccine passport. Then you go for a Concordia ID card and those stuff, which will require around 2 to 3 days around, yeah, 3 working days here in the starting. And after that, we went on streets, like we were walking here and there, and there are posters at the bottom of the building, like at the entrance of the building, there are posters that we have the places of flats for rent, and there's a number given. You just call them and set up a meeting. You ask them at what time you are available, so you go at that time, fix the meeting, and go for looking for accommodations. And yeah, for tiffin service, yeah, we have many tiffin service here. Any, like, all type of tiffin service. Mostly, if you can also find Punjabi food, you can also find Gujarati food, basically any Indian food. Tiffin service are there available here. And how much it will cost you? It will cost you somewhere around $200 to $50 per month. $200 to $250 per month for tiffin service. And they'll give you food for 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. That's a 1 day is holiday, but yeah, 1 day you can eat outside. And what they give you is, what I get basically is, I get 2 sabjis and 8 rotis. So what I do is, I eat 1 sabji and 4 rotis, and they deliver the tiffin in the evening around 5 or 6. So I eat 1 sabji and 4 rotis in the night for dinner, and then I store 1 sabji and 4 roti, left 4 rotis in the fridge, and I eat it next day morning, like afternoon. And tiffin service will help if you don't know how to cook, or if you want to save your time, if you want to more focus on study, you can do that. I personally have tiffin service. It will save a lot of time. You don't need to care about your households to buy sabjis from the market time to time, to get groceries and those stuff. It will help you save your time. And if you get groceries from outside, groceries, milk, everything, groceries and milk, all those things will cost you $100 per month, around, approximately. Depends how you eat and those stuff. So $100 per month is around groceries, and then you cook yourself. So personally, I think it's better to go for tiffin service, 200 to 50. That's fine. Give $100 more. And if you think that you don't have that much available budget, then what you can do is, some people work on cash for 1 day, they get $100. So you can do that. Average cost for clubbing, if you go for clubbing, it's around the entry fees is around $20, $20 to $25. Yeah, but without any drinks or anything, it's just the entry cost, $20 to $25. And if you're a party freak, I'll suggest you to follow all the pages of Concordia, because when you'll come here, right, you'll have like new term party or something, orientation party types. Okay, and you'll get free drinks, I think, in that. Yeah, we got basically. So you can follow all the Concordia pages on there are so many clubs and pages on Concordia, for Concordia on Instagram. You can follow all of them. You'll get to know what events are happening in Concordia. And yeah, there are so many events in Concordia. There's so much things in Concordia to do, so much things to explore. But it's just that we don't have time. So yeah. And drinks, if you call about drinks, it's around beer is around $8. I'm not sure about other drinks. We went for parties around 2 3 times, not much, in last 6 months. So yeah. And if you talk about, yeah, so at the starting we found the accommodation that way. And if you'll come here, you'll need to get your mattress and stuff. So there is a famous store where all the Indians go for taking mattress, bed, and pillow and those stuff. It is called Kim Mattress. You can, I send in chat, you can search it. Yeah, on Google, you'll get Kim Mattress Montreal. You'll get the location. Most people go there for, and they deliver it to your home. So yeah, it's easy. And if you want to buy your table and chair, okay, let me tell the cost also. First, mattress. So if you go for mattress, so you can start, at least plan your starting expenses, how much you'll have expenses. Okay, for mattress, it is around $120 for 6-inch mattress. And if you go for bigger mattress like 12-inch, the very very bigger one, like very comfortable, and that, it will be around $220 mattress. If you want to take a bed, like the bed frame, steel bed frame, it will cost you around $160 to $180. So, and pillow you can get for $15. Yeah. And if you want to take a chair, just like chair, you can go to Walmart. They sell chairs for $10 to $12. So chairs you can find there. And if you're looking for tables, like study table or something, or keeping laptop or your desktop or something, then you can check out IKEA. You can get it from IKEA for around, I got it for around $40. And all those are like, you need to assemble that, the bed and the table and everything. So you can just shift it whenever you require. And how long generally it takes to get a part-time job? See, if you want to get part-time job in IT, it's very 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 difficult. There are very less people, only, let's say, I have seen particularly less than 1% people from like our Indian community who are into IT, and they are doing part-time IT job, because the part-time IT job is stressful. Because you get part-time IT job only in startups. Okay, you don't get in big companies. It's very rare to get in big companies unless and until you are some expert. So if you go for part-time jobs in startup, the work, in the IT industry, the work is not completed in 20 hours. Just tell you that in India we work for 8 hours per day, but 8 or 9 hours they tell that we work, but no one works. I worked in the Indian IT industry for 3 years. I worked with Infosys first, then I worked with Siemens, but I never worked less than at least 10 hours per day. So yeah, here is the same thing. If you go for IT jobs in startups, basically, then you get pay around $20, $25, somewhere around $18 also. And but they tell you the work you'll be working for 20 hours, but you need to work for 30 hours, and taking out that amount of time along with handling your cooking your food and stuff, it's stressful. And also project assignments. And when you start your term, right, at the start till midterm, you'll feel like things are fine, pretty easy, doable. But after midterm goes, you'll realize the struggle. You'll have lots of assignments, project submissions, and also final terms approaching soon. And here the term is of around 13 weeks, let's say 3.5 months around. You don't even know when it starts and it ends. And for the rented apartment, some are furnished, some are not furnished, Karthik. Like it depends how you are finding, but mostly you'll find unfurnished. You'll not very few apartments that will they'll give you furnished. So you should at least take, I think, table, chair, bed, mattress, pillow. I think these things are like must. They'll have the cupboards. I think cupboards they'll have, but yeah. Any other questions? Okay, how much cash to start? Yeah. So I'll suggest you to take 1,000 Canadian dollars at the start in hand. 1,000 Canadian dollars is, and I'll suggest you to take $1,000 USD just for safer side. If you are stuck somewhere on the airport or something, USD is taken everywhere, right? Just for safer side. This amount is enough initially, because once you land here, right, you activate your bank GIC account. So as soon as you activate your GIC account, you'll get $2,000 from that. $2,000, yeah, in your account. So you can use that too. Anyone's want to speak up? Go ahead.
Yeah, hi Manan.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a long question. I didn't feel like typing.
Yeah, that's fine. Completely.
Yeah, so I was like worried about the education system, the difference in the education system. Like, we don't have like so many projects and assignments to submit here in India,
Yeah.
and there the whole system is different.
Yeah.
So like, how long do you think that do you have some tips for us to go for project, or like something you can suggest or advise?
What I'll suggest is, whatever you're taught in class, read it that week only. If you are on Monday, you are taught some subject something in PPS, try to read that. Like, keep reading every week. Whatever taught in class, and then when you go to the next class, you should be fully prepared for the previous class. Okay, I know things. And it will help you during your project and assignments. Because project assignments, and yeah, one more thing I'll suggest you, while making groups for projects, make sure to choose people who will work with you. Okay, not just it will be part of a team and they'll not work with you. We'll find such people here because they are busy in their jobs and stuff, so they'll not give efforts, and all the project load will be on you, and then you'll need to handle that stuff. And you cannot keep complaining like a child, like we do in school or let's say college, to professor that this is happening. It will impact your marks too. So what kind of projects you get? Yeah, so I can share my GitHub link. You can see projects there. I have shared my GitHub link on the chat, so you can check the projects there, Karthik. And project, and yeah, don't do that thing that you'll study at the end. If you go to study at the end, it will be very difficult to do things. And if you study on time, like before getting the second class, you have already understood what the first class is, you read that, it will be very easy to understand in the class itself. It will help you save your time. Is it fine, Harshit? Or any other input you need?
And yeah, one more thing, like, like when we join the course, they start from the basics, right? There's nothing extra we need to know.
Okay. For PPS, Dr. Eman Henna is like a god. I'll suggest you to take PPS in fall. I'll personally suggest you. He's like very good professor. You'll get a lot of confidence. When I came here, I was not Dr. Eman Henna. Dr. Eman Henna, I'll even post his name here. For PPS, he is like the best faculty, best professor you can get here. So he started from very basic. He started from OOPS concept to go to DS, data structures. And I have shared the Google Drive link, right? It is his content, his slides and everything. You can go to the slides, you can go to the examples, and he also teaches you with code. Like he gives you the code, he explains the code line by line. No one does that. I have never seen anyone doing in India. And he explains you why this is happening, why this is not happening. And even that guy is very flexible. Even if you tell him that, Professor, I am very busy during the day, I can get only time to talk with you. I have some doubts. I can only get time at like 11 p.m. in the night. So is it fine? He will be available for you. If you ask him to get up at 5 a.m., he'll get up for you and ask your doubts and solve your doubts. So that good professor he is. And yeah, some professor
Hello, Mike.
starts. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Arman.
Actually, the question is big. Actually, lost the
Hmm.
connection where you were saying that whenever you make groups, make sure you have people who work with you. I actually lost the connection there.
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
saying something about
yeah,
that.
exactly. So, like, there are peoples who will not work. Like, they'll not give their part in their project. Even if in India that happens, right? But here it will be difficult. Like, let's say, Arman, you are there and you and Harshit are making a group. But if you know that Harshit is going to work with you, he also wants marks. He is going to work with you properly, right? Then you take him. You discuss things with him. You find the person is are responsible. The other person is responsible, and he has the sense of self responsibility, and he's going to work with you in the project. Because what happens is, let's say I, Harman, and Harshit, we three are in the project. Let's say I'm not working. Only Harman and Harshit are complete the project, and I'll get the same marks. Even if you get 80 out of 100, I also get 80 because it's a group work. They don't see how much you did. Okay, and in some subjects they don't even have demo. You just submit it, you get marks. In subjects you have demo, but still we all get same marks. So all the burden will be on you guys. So it's better to decide for the project groups at the start and take good people with you. And what's the difference? Vishank is asking what's the difference between final term exams in Indian College and Concordia. Yeah, the exams here are not theoretical. They'll ask you MCQ, true and false. They'll ask you coding questions. They'll ask you to write algorithms. It's basically logical things. They'll not ask you to mug up things. It's the best thing I found here. And for DST, what sort of prior knowledge is required? I don't think any much of prior knowledge is required for like DST. They teach you from good amount of scratch. Yeah. Only as per my knowledge, only algorithm requires you a good amount of knowledge. Algorithm subject. PPS is also fine if you don't know that if you know at least basic, like you will be able to solve easy questions or hacker rank lit code. That's fine. And Apijit is asking, I currently have a desktop. I think I would require laptop there. Can you suggest which one? Okay, laptop. Yeah, whenever you come, you guys will come here, right? You'll have the option for like there'll be student sale going on, the student discounts basically because you're starting here. So you can get student discounts. You can take that, and I'll suggest you to get at least 16 GB RAM in your laptop. 16 GB RAM is like must. 16 GB RAM and 1 TB SSD. I personally have a laptop with. Okay, let me share the specs which I have and how much I paid for it. So I have 16 GB RAM, 1 TB SSD, and AMD Ryzen 7 processor. And I got it for $1,000 plus taxes, and taxes here are high, 15% tax. So 150 I paid for tax, and on top of that I paid $200 for my insurance because here if anything breaks, like if my laptop breaks, if I fall in snow, and yeah, everyone is going to fall in snow. Remember that, no one is going without falling here. So even if you wear snow shoes, right, you are going to fall. It's slippery. If you step on black ice, you'll fall. So I have to take an insurance for $200 for 1 year, and I think yeah, $180. Yeah, $180 for 1 year. I have taken insurance for that, so I'm paying for that too. Because if I fall down and breaks and stuff, then it will be helpful. Graphics card depends on your requirement, not required for the masters, I think. Yeah, only to work in Java, can solve in other languages too. For PPS, only Java. For others, and depends on professor too, but Emma Hena and other professors, mostly PPS only in Java, And for algorithm, we have options of Python, C++, and Java. So it depends on subject and professor too. But Java is very must. I faced those issues starting, and I had to struggle in the start first month for Java. So any other questions? You can unmute and ask. And anything missed? Danisha, do you think anything is missed?
No, I think everything is covered.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah. And one more thing I'd like to inform that if you're planning to buy laptop or phones, buy it from here. Don't buy it from India. Come here and buy. It will be cheaper at cheaper cost. Yeah. And you can take your phones on EMIs. Per month you pay around some bucks for the phone you take for 24 months. And at the start you take that.
Manan, how long did your visa take, like the whole process from the day you started?
So the day I started, okay, let me share that experience. So I applied my visa on around 20 May 2021, last year. 20 May, I got my PPR on 5th of August. 5th of August, I got PPR and on online it was, and got my passport stamped on around 18th of August. It around took 2 weeks to get my passport after stamping, and then at our time, direct flights were not there from India to Canada, so I had to go for Egyptian passport. Sorry, Egyptian visa. So I went for Egyptian visa in Mumbai, and it took. And after that, I got my passport on 25th, and I had my flight on 3rd of September. So yeah, it was very much. So it will take around 90 days. So that's fine. 90 days it will take. It will take for the processing.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi Jaiti, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I asked you a question in the middle, but I lost the connection and
Yeah, sure.
I missed the answer.
Sure.
So my question was that in PPS it is showing that labs and lectures are available and courses are not available. So in that case, they are not allowing me to enroll for the course. So is there any suggestion for the same?
You can mail Samantha Singh. You can mail Samantha Singh. She'll help you. That case.
Thank you.
I think I have covered most of the things. Yeah, for winter jackets, if you want to know the price, I can share. So winter jackets, you can find normal jackets like minus 40, and always take minus 40 degree here, because the temperature sometimes goes to minus 32. But it's better to take minus 40 and be comfortable. Which brands jackets? See, for our Indian students, we're students, so we'll go for little cheap, not that costly, and cheap and good. So there is a brand called Point Zero here for jackets. And if you go for, there are two types of jackets. Basically, one is parka. Parka has like fur here. If you guys see, you've seen movies or some stuff, it will have fur here at this part. So it will cost you around $200 for parka. Okay, and if you go for around that the little cheaper jacket without that parka and stuff, you'll get it around 150. So 150 $200, yeah, for jackets. And for snowshoes, you can take snowshoes around similar. You can buy one for $70 snowshoes for $150 too. So it depends on you which take. And I'll suggest to go for, like, you can note down this place where you'll find discount on Point Zero. There's a Point Zero store for jackets, winter jackets, at a location I'm posting in chat. There's a Point Zero store at a location called Playmondon. Playmondon is like a metro station. Nearby that, as soon as you go out of that metro station, it is right there, the shop. You'll get that jackets with discounts. You'll not get at other places with discounts. This is the only place which gives winter jacket with discounts. So when you come, you can buy it that time too. There is student discount of around 10 to 15 to 20% at this location in Montreal. And if you talk about restaurants in Montreal, like Indian food, we have, but the food is not that good or tasty as compared to India. Here, the taste is very blunt. They don't make spicy things or chatpada things, what we call. Yeah, because this white people also have our food. And if you go to any restaurants like McD, Burger King and the stuff, you'll not find veg burgers. So for vegetarian people, it's a little tough. Better SIM service or better internet service prices for that. Yeah, for SIM card, yeah, I'll tell you for Fido, because I have worked with that. I have personally a Fido SIM card. So you'll get in around $45. What you'll get is 8 gigabytes of data. Yeah, the It is costly here compared to India. It's costly. The data. It's for $45 you'll get around 8 gigabytes, sometimes 10 gigabytes also. And you can pay $5 a month, okay, for India calling. You can get 1500 minutes India calling. So you can call your home if $5 per month. So this is the, and if you go for Wi-Fi services, Wi-Fi service, there are two good one, Videotron and Bell. Videotron will cost you around $70 per month, and Bell will cost you around $80 per month, and they give you 400 Mbps unlimited, and I think Bell gives you 1 gigabytes unlimited, 1 Gbps. So Wi-Fi is enough, and everywhere you will find Wi-Fi. So even 10 gigabytes of data per month is enough. No, not much required. You just use that for navigating, for maps. Whenever you go somewhere, you will not be able to find places, right? So you'll be using Google Maps and basic, yeah, stuff. So 10 gigabytes are enough. Everywhere you will get Wi-Fi. You go to restaurants, they will have their own Wi-Fi. You go to library, you Concordia has their Wi-Fi. You go to anyone's home, they have the Wi-Fi. So yeah. For a SIM card, yeah, you can go ahead with this. And whenever you come here, you can go to the Fido store and you can also ask them for discount, like student discount and those discount. And I'll suggest you to go to a store which has Indian per people. Seller is Indian, basically. They have all the jugards to get you cheaper things. They'll also give you free India calling, 1000 minutes. They'll also give you more gigabytes of data. Sometimes they'll give you some Samsung phones for free. You take it for only $5 or $0. So they have all the discounts. You know, Jugaad. So yeah, for Black Friday, yeah, if you want to buy a phone, like new phone or laptop, and you are okay in the starting, you use an old phone, then I'll suggest you to wait for Boxing Week. It has good amount of sales, and it comes around last week of December, basically. So, Kartik, you can wait for Boxing Week, or you can even take on Black Friday. Black Friday comes in last week of November, but I don't see much sale on Black Friday. Boxing Week has more sale compared to, because Boxing Week is last week of December, as well as the next day is Christmas. So yeah, people stop a lot here for that day. Any other questions? Any other stuff? I think I have discussed everything, mostly. I've covered everything. And if you have more doubts, then you can get a list of questions and send to Denisha. We can have one more session here. I think we're going to close it in next 3 minutes. If no question is there. Any questions you can unmute and ask, that's fine. If you have some other personal questions, you can ping me on LinkedIn. Okay, I think we can close this call. Tanisha, any other things?
Yeah, I think all questions are clear.
Yeah, mostly I try to answer everything. Most of
If
the
you have anything, you can ping in group. I'll let Manan know.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Manan.